So, came out to 1,000 Trails to recuperate. Look at this. In the campsites, there's weeds. In between the campsites where you plug in, there's more weeds, tumbleweeds, thorn bushes, all this. We spent $20,000 on a membership for this place with monthly or yearly dues. You know, it's like $600 a year still. On top of that, thorn bushes just growing in the fucking where people are. It's ridiculous. This is the worst kept park I've been to in my 14 years of having a 1,000 Trails membership. This park looks like crap. This guy's been working here the whole time I've had a membership. Every time I come here, he's doing something that isn't taking care of the park. I mean, there's just straight tumbleweeds growing in the camping areas. We pay for maintenance. Watch, I'm gonna walk into this bathroom. A big section of this bathroom's roof is missing. This is ridiculous. I have to file a lawsuit against these fucks for not doing what they're supposed to. Look at, in the middle of that person's campground, there's a fucking tumbleweed. Right next to the burner where you barbecue things. I mean, they could paint this shit. This is termite damage. This is all stuff that should be repaired. Or at the very least, cleaned up and painted so it don't look like shit. Look, door, all dented and bent in, should be replaced. Basic maintenance upkeep. Look at this shit. This is total basic maintenance shit. These motherfuckers don't take care of nothing. It's crazy. You come in here, oh, they put some new shower curtains up because last time I was here, none of these shower curtains were here, but the shower heads still look like shit. There's no backings around none of them to keep water from getting in the wall. The roof has been leaking, no one fixed it. I mean, it's ghetto fact. Look at that. They get up there and wipe that shit off. The skylight actually has light coming through. You see all that fucking dirt around that skylight? That's dirty. It's fucking gross. I mean, it's ridiculous. This place is disgusting. I can't believe I spent $20,000 to get a membership. I mean, all the other parks I go to are nice. This is the park I bought my membership from in 2008. And it was so beautiful then that we didn't mind dropping 20 grand. So 14 years ago, if you go back this way to the back, there was a section called K where the adults hung out. That was open. That had like 110 spots in it. It's been closed for 4 years. The areas where they do actually have customers in, they're not keeping up. I mean, this is a total breach of contract. I have a contract that says these parks will be maintained. That is not maintained. This over here is not maintained. If it was maintained, there wouldn't be tumbleweeds growing out underneath fences. There wouldn't be tumbleweeds growing up underneath places where you're supposed to be able to barbecue. Everywhere there's a red box, that's a box that doesn't work anymore because they didn't take the time to fix it. These blue boxes work, these red ones don't, and if they're green, they don't work either. But I mean, look at this. Right up next to a power pole, in an area where people are supposed to camp, these are thorns bushes. These are thorn bushes. They give you goat head thorns. These things will pop your tires. That is a tumbleweed growing in the middle of a camp space. It's ridiculous. We're headed down to K. I'm suing the fuck out of these people. I want my 20,000 back. It's gross. I mean, look at These guys drove right past a second ago that work here. That's a tree branch laying on the ground out of that tree. Let's not clean it up. Let's leave it in the camping areas. Look, this tree branch has been down so long that people have picked all the leaves off of it. It's just been laying there. Someone had to drag it probably out of the middle of the road and move it over next to a tree because the fucking park employees don't do it. Freaking nonsense. I mean, what kind of crazy bullshit is this? Over here in the tent camping area, these green boxes, they're supposed to have power. They don't work. It's gross. I mean, why are we paying maintenance upkeep fees when they're not doing maintenance upkeep? I mean, it's pretty simple to see when you see tumbleweeds and shit and building sections falling out, a drywall falling down, bent doors, that they're not taking care of basic maintenance. I mean, look at these spots. These things should all be raked and cleaned up and ready for people to use. I mean, that's no joke. It all should be ready for people to use. I need to go sit down now because my intestines are starting to hurt again. I mean, I wouldn't advise anybody to invest in this RV park anymore. I used to tell people, yeah, you got to check out Thousand Trails. It's the shit. Not saying that no more. Yeah, it is the shit. It's shitty taken care of. Like that F-250 over there with the circle on the side, that's a Thousand Trails truck. That actually belongs to this location. Over there for the fifth wheel, the F-250 with the little circle on the door, that belongs to this place. That's a work truck for inside of here. And it looks like shit. It looked like someone ran into something with it. It's really disheartening. This place used to be beautiful. I mean, when you go down to the other end by where the lounge is and all that, that side down there had like teepees and a lake you could fish in, and they took the lake out and they put a stupid stream in. It does have miniature golf down there, but all this stuff is just went to hell in a handbasket. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars putting in a little miniature golf course and a new little like river thing that you could see, and they took out all the old stuff that people used to go do, like the horseback riding and all that. But then they don't maintain simple things like that. Look at, that's all thorn bushes growing in between these people's coaches. It's crazy. I mean, look at the roof of this place. That skylight is almost completely vanished underneath leaves. Two skylights have almost completely vanished underneath the leaves from that tree, and no one has gotten up there and cleaned it off. That's a fire hazard. That's a serious fire hazard. I mean, besides that tree's a fire hazard, all that built up pine needles on the roof of that restroom is a serious fire hazard. It's crazy. Well, I made the lap that I could make with my tummy the way it is. But that's what I got going on right now. Dealing with a park that is paying people to do nothing.